I know how you feel. That weird stabbing pain in your chest, that tight throat, and the feeling that your heart is sinking into your stomach. It's probably one of the worst feelings someone can experience in life. A breakup with the person you truly love just completely drags you down and robs you of all of your motivation and fun in life. It hurts and you just feel so depressed all the time. Even though it takes some time to get over a breakup, there are many things you can do wrong that will only make it worse for you. I personally made many such mistakes in my past relationship, and that's why I want to tell you what you should definitely not do after a breakup and how you can truly get over it faster. First of all, you have to stop the bleeding. Now this might be a hard pill to swallow. After you two break up, immediately go no contact with her. Even though it doesn't always have to be a completely bad thing to still be in contact with your ex, it often makes things a lot worse. Constantly stalking her Instagram, checking her location every 10 minutes on Snapchat, texting her every day, all of this causes you to overthink. And it just breaks you even more. That's why you have to go in completely no contact mode with her. No texting her, no calling her, no stalking, no nothing. To avoid temptation, block her everywhere and delete her number. If necessary, take a break from social media. It doesn't do you any good anyways. I know that all of this is not easy, but it will help you a lot in the long run. I personally didn't do this at first and had to learn the hard way that it literally messed me up even more to still be in contact with my ex. But once I blocked her everywhere, I was truly able to heal way faster. Still, being friends after breaking up won't work, at least not for both of you. Secondly, you have to accept the truth. And the truth is that she doesn't want you anymore. Don't end up sitting in your room all day thinking about what you could have done differently and how you can get her back. She's gone now. You have to move on. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to keep in mind that the breakup is a process which takes time. Sometimes more and sometimes less. But bear in mind that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You will get over her. And believe me, she's not as special as you might think she is. If you've ever experienced a breakup before, then you know this. And if not, then I can tell you with absolute certainty that you're just caught up in your emotions right now. There are plenty of other women in this world, although I hate the saying, but it's true. And another thing I want to be very clear about, do not reach out to her. If someone reaches out, then it will be her. And if she does, then don't get back with her again, because it won't be the same again. Believe me, this again is something I failed at. My ex and I got back together, and trust me when I say this, you don't read the same book twice and expect a different ending. Once it's over, it's over. Furthermore, you should not distract yourself with drugs or partying after the breakup. Avoid getting high or drunk for the first few weeks, if not months. Not only can these habits lead to addiction, but they can also intensify your emotions, lead to irrational decisions, and the worst thing is that they will only numb the pain, which completely prevents the healing process. Another mistake is to immediately start dating new girls or sleeping around with other girls. This has the exact same effect, and trust me, it will not cure your broken heart, even if it seems like that. Instead, set new goals for yourself and focus on achieving them. Or maybe learn a new skill. Heartbreak can sometimes be one hell of a motivator. Put your time and energy into productive habits and that one goal that you always wanted to achieve in life. Whatever it is, go for it. If you're obsessed with something bigger like a business, for example, then you'll also be less obsessed with her. Distract yourself with something that will benefit you, something that sets you up for the future. And the last thing that can help you tremendously is having a close guy friend. Someone who understands what it's like to go through a heartbreak and with whom you can talk openly and honestly about your feelings. Because it truly relieves you when you talk about your situation with someone who really listens and relates to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a close guy friend. It can also be a family member. Just someone who's really close to you and who's there for you in tough times. Even though it can be very uncomfortable to open up to another person like that, it honestly just helps so much. Don't bottle everything up and suppress it. And the same thing goes for your emotions. And here's where I screwed up a lot. I always suppressed my emotions and tried never to cry. To the point where when I truly wanted to cry, I couldn't cry at all. And this made things a lot harder for me. Because crying is an emotion. And this emotion serves its purpose. It relieves you mentally and physically. And it even reduces stress. So don't always run away from it like I did. And let it all out if you have to. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course you don't want to lie in your bed for weeks and just cry every day. But every now and then it's good to face and feel your emotions. Getting your heart broken is really awful. And I wish I had known these things back then because it would have saved me a lot of unnecessary pain. That's why I really hope that this video has genuinely helped you. There's a top tier book that I can really recommend to anyone who strives for healthier and more fulfilling relationships. And that's the book Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller. While the book doesn't address breakups specifically, you'll learn where your last relationship probably failed and how you can truly lead a healthy relationship that lasts forever. Because in your last relationship, not only did your girl mess up and make mistakes, you probably did too. In the book, you'll learn about 3 attachment styles and the concept of effective communication. And I promise you that your understanding of romantic relationships will greatly improve after reading it. I will link the book in the description below in case you are interested, or if you just want to spend your time on something productive. Even if you're not going through a breakup right now, I personally think the book is a must read for everyone, especially in these weird times we live in. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to subscribe so that it's a win for both of us here. Watch this video right here if you want to smell fresh all day long.